Hello, good morning and good afternoon, hi, hey, and hello and good evening. And I guess if you're awake sometime between midnight and 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm just going to say salutations. Now, I know for a fact that some of you are wondering what's going on with all this GameStop stock nonsense. Oh boy. Might have done a little Google search yourself, might have come up with some confusing answers. I know I wanted to know what the hell was going on with all this. Anyway, I had a link provided to me by somebody that actually explained what's going on. And yeah, you can search Google for this kind of, for this issue. But the only results you're going to get, they're the results Google wants you to see. Man, I tell you what, I hate me a conspiracy theory. I really do. It's like, man, if everyone just came up with their own theory about why things were happening, nothing would ever make sense. Most of the time, not every time, most of the time, a conspiracy is created when people just simply don't know. We don't know all the facts. And this isn't personal. Every single human being goes through this. Man, the human mind, it does not like not knowing stuff. If there's any loose ends or unexplained parts in something, we'll fill in the blanks. We'll assume. We will assume the most crazy thing rather than just be like, well, we don't know. Our minds don't like that. We'll be like, yeah, I know what's going on. Yeah, the Tyrannosaurus cooked breakfast on an orangutan's lap while banging two coconuts together and jumping up and down on an overturned boat in the ocean. Makes perfect sense if you tell yourself that enough. But just like the boy who cried wolf, sometimes there really is a wolf. Sometimes the boy doesn't even prank the village. It's like, hey, there's a wolf. I'm going to call wolf. And nobody listens because they're like, yeah, we know that story. You're just pranking us. Meanwhile, the boy dies and all the sheep are slaughtered. And the entire village goes without meat and clothing and wool for the winter. And maybe they die. Oh, well, that shit sucks. But I'm going to give this a read for you because it's come to my attention that some of you guys can't view this. You're looking at it on a mobile phone or device, and it takes you to some Google app store. And it's like, hey, man, download this app. And it's like, fuck that. I'm not with that. So if you want to know what's going on without all the hubbub and hubbub, now, there's two articles to this. There's the direct website article, and then there's the PDF file article. And the PDF file article does not have any ads in it. It's just a wall of text, good solid info. That doesn't really make for a video. I mean, I'm really reading it off. It doesn't really matter, but I'm going to go here. Just try not to... Oh boy, try not to pay any attention to the advertisements. But this is what's going on. Exchanges ban trades. Biden administration monitoring situation after Reddit drives Wall Street hedge funds to brink of bankruptcy and GameStop short. Bankers are absolutely furious with the market's first populist uprising. Now, what they mean by populist uprising, that means that, hey, normal people are using the stock exchange and we're making money, and the richest people in America can't fucking stand it. So let's get into it. Wall Street traders and hedge funds are currently very upset as the unwashed masses, me and you, lose them billions in a short squeeze of GameStop and other stocks. Users of the subreddit r Wall Street Bets are fighting back against the multi-billion-dollar hedge funds in a rather creative way. GameStop became one of the most shorted stocks on Wall Street last week after a newsletter from a short seller, Andrew Left of Citron Capital, encouraged people to short the company. GameStop had a short interest of 102% of its shares, making it one of the most shorted on the market. Wow. After learning what shorting a stock means, to short a company is to bet on the price of the stock falling, in simple terms. You're basically betting on it to lose. You're betting against a company. The hedge funds would borrow shares of the company from other investors and sell those shares on the market at the current high price, then buy them back at the expected future low price and return them to the investors, pocketing a nice little fat juicy profit. Ooh, they love doing that. In response, the users of the subreddit saw a perfect opportunity to own the hedge funds, as the newsletter from Left allegedly noted some of them buying GameStop stock. By buying GameStop stock, they could initiate a short squeeze, sending the price of the stock up and forcing the hedge funds to buy more of the stock to cover themselves. The stock was then bought en masse, with GameStop ending up as the most traded equity on the planet on Tuesday, beating out Apple, Tesla, and Microsoft. As a result, the price skyrocketed by hundreds of percent. And one of the hedge funds, Melvin Capital Management, had to be bailed out for $2.75 billion. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. The stock price went even further up after Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, tweeted out GameStonk. Elon Musk owns Tesla. His company was beat out by this, but rather than be an egotistical little fuckwad twit, the pure base Chad that Elon Musk is, he's like, fuck it, I'm on board. He got knocked out of the way and he got back in line. You cannot... Elon Musk ain't even human. I don't even care. Dude's an alien. Here's some tweets. I don't care about tweets. Other stocks from failing companies that were targeted for shorts have also been boosted by the self-proclaimed degenerates. These include AMC, the cinema company who have been shut down since the pandemic, BlackBerry, the makers of the popular phones from 10 years ago, and Nokia, the creators of the world's most indestructible material. Understandably, many on Wall Street and in the traditional financial media were very upset, boo-hoo, with the action taken on the GameStop stocks, comparing it to cheering on hackers defacing websites, but cheer on rioters defacing national monuments. That's fine. NASDAQ's Adna Friedman even claimed that they would halt trading on certain stocks if they match social media chatter with unusual stock activity, and a number of trading exchanges banned trades on GameStop and other stocks. One Wall Street hedge fund trader told the New York Post that the situation was a bloodbath and expressed his frustration that the unwashed masses have figured out how to play the shorts and beat them at their own game. It's fucking carnage. Jennifer Epstein, Bloomberg's White House reporter, no relation to Jeffrey Epstein? I don't know. I'll look that up. Added Jen Psaki about what the Biden administration's response to the rise in GameStop was, and asked if there had been any conversations with the SEC about how to proceed. Psaki replied by repeating that the Biden administration had appointed the first female Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen. What does that have to do with anything? Oh, my identity. Oh, look at the color of my vagina. And that Yellen and the White House economic team would be monitoring the situation. And then you could do a little quick pause to read these last little bits, running out of my 10-minute mark. But basically, what's going on is we caught Wall Street doing what Wall Street does. lying and cheating and destroying companies and making profits off of it. And we found a way to make a profit ourselves. We're legally fucking the system and they can't stand it. So, hey, have a nice day.